We've had to close the gates for a bit because, as you can see, there's a way too many people here to listen to Shabana and to Prashun. I'm not going to introduce them because most of you know, all of you I think know exactly who they are. In case there are some of our international guests here, very quickly, Shabana Azmi is one of our iconic stars. In reference, and she's much bigger, actually she's the Meryl Streep of India. For those of you who may know who Meryl Streep is, Prashun Joshi is one of the most celebrated lyricists and writers and poets, and most importantly also heads an ad agency. Today's conversation was coined primarily by both of them. It's in the context of what's been happening in the country, not just recently. In recent times this has come into focus because of the completely devastating and atrocious incident that happened in Delhi. But I'd like to qualify that rape, in a sense, and any violence against women has been there right from the beginning. It isn't that it's only happened recently, and we need to keep that in perspective. What we would like to talk about today is primarily what is the relationship between what happens out there to what you see visually. Much of our impression today is made through visual medium, which is primarily television, which invades and pervades into every home today across the world, and certainly in India, and film. Bollywood film has, I think, one of the biggest communicators in today's day and age. That's both for positive reasons. There's both a positive side to it and a negative side. The positive side is that it influences young, old, middle-aged, not just in India, but across the world. It has billions of followers all the way from Africa and America, all the way, I think, even, I suspect if you landed in Antarctica and, you said hello to a penguin, he'd probably sing one of the songs to you from there or tap his feet or whatever. The negative is that Bollywood therefore also reaches out in a sense beyond, and the kind of influence that it has on the mind is what we need to discuss, similarly with television. And I'm going to start off with Shabana and ask her. Shabana has been an actress, as many of you know, for many decades. Right from the beginning, she chose to represent a certain kind of woman in every film that she acted in. And I say chose because that was what she did. She chose to do a film, in a role in a particular film, in a particular way that paid respect to who she was. Shabana, was that difficult? I mean, in the sense of, I'm sure you got hundreds of offers to do hundreds of roles. You made a particular choice at every point of time, and much of that was reflected in your work. So, was that a problem? Were there producers who kept saying, Shabana, you must do this, or Shabana, you must do that? Our film won't run, or our film will run. What was your journey there?
See, I grew up in a family that believed that art should be used as an instrument for social change, and a lot of the decisions that I took were based on that. But I've also made many mistakes because in spite of having made choices, a lot of them were uninformed choices. And that's why I want to begin by saying that in the wake of this horrible gang rape that has happened, I think it is important for every section of society to look inwards, to reflect, to analyze, to soul search, and to see what is it that we can do to change what is obviously a very patriarchal mindset that defines our understanding of who the woman is. Having said that, I also want to say that it is very important to have a nuanced debate, because all too often, even as the film industry looks inwards, it is often not willing to verbalize what it's feeling for fear of being appropriated by the moral brigade. And so you can't have the moral police say, Acha dekho, everything that is wrong in our society is because Hindi films do this to the girl. Having said that, I would say that in this day of what is the sound bite, everything has to be compressed into a sound bite. We are getting into a Bush era. Either you're with us or you're against us. And within that, we need to expand what is the nuanced debate on where self-regulation can make us look at where women and how they are portrayed in society. So I made many informed choices. A lot of them were also mistakes which I realized later.
Like what?
You know, I did a film many years ago. And this was a time when, you know, everybody looked at me and said, you know, Shabana's making so many films where she has had positive roles of women, etc. During that period, I did a film called Thodi Si Bewafai. And the film was a success. It did a silver jubilee. I was very happy with the film because in a time when women in mainstream cinema didn't get a role equal to the hero, I had such a role. And and it was a big success and I was very happy. And I went into a women's seminar and they attacked me and they said, how can you possibly have worked in Thodi Si Bewafai? And I said, why? What's wrong with it? I had such an important part in it. And they said, you know, in that film, you have the courage, you walk out of the film on what is a bad marriage, but at the end of it, you come back with your tail between your legs, eat humble pie, and the husband, played by Rajesh Khanna, says to you as a warning, and you accept it quietly, is that, Neema, ye yaad rakho, ke पति के घर का दुख भी मायके के सुख से बेहतर हो सकता है. And for me, it was an eye-opener. I had never thought of it like that. And beginning from that, the whole ability to make informed choices started. And I think the problem today is many of our young women who speak very assertively are doing so without being informed.
Shobana, I'm going to hold that thought because I'm going to come back to you on that. Prashun, you know, in terms of Babul, that was absolutely amazing, and I think he deserves another round of applause from everybody, and maybe at the end he can sing us another song, maybe a Pahari Dhun or some such. Prashun, you know, one of the first item numbers, in a sense, that captured the imagination of thousands of people was Silk Smitha in one of her first films, where people used to only come to the hall to see that particular scene, which has also been shown in a biography of her whipping herself. Today, of course, it's gone to a whole new degree. Lyrics, how important are they? I mean, on one hand you have Babul, on the other hand, the little homework that I've done, you know, there are these "Mere photo chipka le saiya fevicol se." And I've also heard, I can't say the words in Hindi, but it's about, I'm a tandoori chicken, come and bite me, or some such. How do you look at this? I mean, is this poetry? Is this what you feel? Is this something that producers ask you to do? Or is it that poets sort of churn it out because there's enough money and value? Or is it being done without any thought whatsoever?
No. First of all, I think when we talk about this first line you said, Fevicol se, I have no problem with it. When you laugh, there is no problem. The problem is, if it's a joke, there could be a joke out there which we should not lose a sense of humor, first of all. Second thing you said, people will come to you and say, I've never been asked, I don't think anybody expects me to write something like that. But problem starts when we can't draw a line between what is entertainment and what is crossing a line. Now, a lot of our...
Sorry, just to clarify, when you say we cannot draw a line, is that the producer, the director, the lyricist,
and the society. You go to a marriage function and you find children dancing to all these songs, and the mothers are doing this. Mera beta bahut अच्छा dance karta hai.
Well, they're dancing to the songs because the songs are out there. So let's get to the chicken and egg. Let's get to the egg first.
But we cannot let the society go scot-free in this. I mean, as much as there is a responsibility of someone who is creating. See, there's one big truth of the market. We keep blaming the market. I am from advertising as well, and I can tell you that we test market every product before we take it to the market. And if people reject it, it never comes out. it is not possible to bring that product out. When you type on YouTube best rape scenes, you get collection of best rape scenes. Who is watching? Where is those millions of hits are coming from? When 3 or 4 people or 10 people are perverts, you can call them perverts or psychopaths. When millions are there, they are amongst us. We are as much to blame to consume and repeatedly consume those things which we find objectionable. So I think we can't take a call.
Shabana, do you agree with that the film fraternity as such has no responsibility, and all of this is actually because the audiences want it? I mean, to me that seems somewhat...
I actually have believed that all art, including cinema and literature and poetry and all of that, has the ability to create a climate of sensitivity in which it is possible for change to occur. In fact, my own involvement with the women's movement started because a long time ago I did a film called Earth by Mahesh, but I don't know if any of you have seen the film. Okay, a lot of them have seen it. But actually, it was a simple enough story in which a woman is deserted by her husband. She finally gathers herself together. The husband comes back to her and says, "Will you take me back?" And she says, "If I'd made the same mistake, would you?" And he's honest enough to say no, and so she walks out on him. Now suddenly, after that film, I had women walk into my home, not as fans to star, but in sisterhood, expecting me to resolve all their marital conflicts. And you know, I had just done a role. I didn't even know that this was what was expected of me. But that made me aware. But having said about the market, let me tell you that there is, in what we've had traditionally as images of women in our cinema, mythology plays a very dominant part in our lives. So Ram as the ideal husband and Sita as the quietly acquiescing wife have molded our notions of what the hero and the heroine has been. And mainstream Hindi cinema feeds into that rather than reflect the reality, the growing reality of women today in India. Now there has definitely been a change from the 60s when "Main chup rahungi," I will remain silent, was considered a virtue for a woman, to "Zakhmi aurat, insaf ki devi, main jeene nahi dungi, main marne nahi dungi," etc. But there wasn't any real change. First you had Rambos and then you had Rambolinas. But Hindi cinema had clear divisions between the Madonna and the whore. So the wife with her head covered had absolutely no sexuality whatsoever. That was for the vamp. The vamp was created for that purpose. And because of our colonial history, was always a foreign person. So she had blonde hair and blue eyes, and you could happily lust after her as long as you kept your woman safe at home. That started changing, and women started celebrating their sensuality, which is fine, which is wonderful, but there is a difference between a celebration of a woman's sensuality and a commodification of her body. And I think in many of the item numbers today, it's the commodification, because the business of cinema is the business of images. When you have fragmented images of a woman's body, of a heaving bosom, of a swiveling navel, of a swinging hip, fragmented images, you rob the woman of all autonomy and make her surrender to the male gaze. That is the informed choice. And there are differences between item numbers and item numbers.
So Prashant, this commodification, and you talked about market testing, etc.
Yeah.
Like you said, there is a difference between sensuality and, of course, celebration of sexuality, and I don't think any of us here are being prudent saying this shouldn't happen and that shouldn't happen. But what about that fine dividing line? And
I think that's where intent comes.
That's right.
I think intent is very important. For me, you know, there could be, because otherwise we'll not give any artistic freedom. The fact is that if the intent is not what, you know, you're just passing, as she said, the intent can be very clear through the camera angles. You know that if it is focused on certain parts of your body, the intent is to make you focus at those things. And what it does, you know, that it not only, you know, affects the male psyche, it also affects the female psyche. I tell you why. I mean, something as sensitive as breast cancer, I have found cases in which women have fought till a very, very end that, what is this? This is part of a body. I mean, I would respect a day when a woman can say, it has done its job, if this is not bigger than my life, I can throw it out. But we today value the breast. Who has made us value the breast? Let's go deep down into the psyche of our country. We are in a hurry to make a woman a mother. Why do we celebrate motherhood so much? माँ बन जाए, माँ हो जाए, हर चीज माँ. अरे उसको जल्दी से जल्दी you want to get rid of her individuality as fast as possible. Society is scared of her individuality. The moment she is made into a mother, she is free. I mean, you controlled her. तुम तो माँ हो, तुम्हें ऐसा नहीं कहना चाहिए, तुम तो माँ हो. Society has always been glorifying motherhood far too much, as if that is the be-all and end-all, and giving her a pseudo sense of satisfaction out of motherhood, which bothers me a lot. And that's what reflects in our cinema as well.
Shabana, you know, in terms of what he just said, in Hindi cinema also you see the whole Devi image. I mean, not necessarily Sharmila Devi in Sharmila Tagore and Devi, but the whole Ma Santoshi Devi, and you know, the woman has to be worshipped. So on one hand, as you said, you have the Devi who has to be worshipped. On the other hand, you have the vamp, and you know, who can be lusted after. Today, in terms of imagery, I mean, taking on from what Prashun said, much of these item numbers, as we're primarily focusing on, celebrates neither, and celebrates neither the intent to entertain in a positive way, primarily does it to titillate. So how do we, broadening this conversation, how do we actually look and say what is appropriate and what is not appropriate? Because this is a very dangerous area to go down. Are there ways that we can define it? What is appropriate to you may not be appropriate to me, may not be appropriate to you. How do we define it? Because you do not want the censor body necessarily to start dictating what is appropriate and not appropriate.
You know, as Prasun has said, it is in the intention of the filmmaker, and it's perfectly possible to have a very beautiful nude person and to have a fully clothed person who looks totally vulgar. It is in the intention of the filmmaker. Voyeuristic camera angles, vulgar lyrics do not celebrate a woman's body, they commodify her. I would make a plea to our heroines to make an informed choice. There are very many young heroines today who are saying, no, we are not being commodified, we are being beautified. We have a beautiful body, and why should we not show it? I want to know whether it is an informed choice, because I believe that investment in the body as a part of femininity and masculinity can only be a part. It cannot be the whole, and it cannot be at the cost of all other values of nurturing, compassion, love, romance. Just because Salman Khan throws his shirt out and shows his six-pack or abs, girls cannot say that, all right, I will do accordingly.
Shavaji, I want to ask you a question here.
No,
I've heard this argument.
Just because a man is being commodified, it isn't kosher for a woman to be commodified.
Absolutely. It is not that औरत के साथ किया आदमी के साथ करके बराबर कर देंगे. नहीं, this is not true. All I'm saying is I've heard this argument that it is our choice, with some actresses have said that it is our choice, that we out of choice play this role. Do they have at all a choice? Or do they have a choice in the script? You know, are they making a choice there at all?
But then we need to go back, Prashun, again to the thing is the responsibility, again, lyricists.
No, let me interrupt you on this point, you know. So when there have been girls, I think that they are saying it and they think they have a choice, but actually they're posturing. And when the same girls who are saying, no, I will also show off my size 0 figure, when you ask her what happens to the sexualization of children, when you see children dancing to "Main tandoori murg hu, mujhe kha le, mujhe alcohol se ghatka le," and you see a 6-year-old child doing that, are you not participating in the sexualization of that choice? And then the girl suddenly says, oh, this is something I should not have done. I also want to again say, I'm sorry, I'll sound a bit like part of nepotism, because I'm going to give the example of Zoya Akhtar, who's our daughter. But, you know, she has in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, She has Katrina Kaif come out in a bikini out of the water. She is a scuba diver instructor, dripping wet. The camera does not linger over her bikini, catches her in mid-shot. You understand that here is a working person, and at no point do you object to her being in a bikini because she's come out of the water. It is in the intention of the filmmaker that it happens.
So going back, the script, the lyrics.
See, I think when you talk about lyrics and script, I think certain things we don't understand in our language also. A lot of things are built into the language. I did a little research on the Galis. You know, it's only India when somebody says, I will do something with your mother. In other countries, he says, I will do it with you. Now, you know, he will say, fuck you.
Listen, I've already been sued once during this festival, so maybe you shouldn't go into the Galis. There's a hearing on the 28th, so you can just say ...
Okay, you. And here it says, ... to your mother.
Yeah. ...
to your
Much
sister. Now, you know, there is a difference in our country, even in Galis. So that the way language is constructed, we have to be careful because language reflects. For example, we use this often. You see, क्या हमने क्या चूड़ियां पहन रखी हैं? अरे क्या लड़कियों की तरह रो रहे हो? आशीर्वाद देख लीजिए हमारे यहाँ, दूधो ना हो पूतो फलो, लड़के की बात हो रही. You know, मेरी तो फिल्मों में बहुत हुआ है, 1000 बार हुआ है कि मेरी तो अब यहाँ डोली आई अर्थी उठेगी.
Correct.
मतलब उसको कितना ही पीट लो मार लो जाने वाली नहीं है वो. She has decided, she has ऐलान कर दिया उसने. It is all inbuilt in language. If you deconstruct the language, you will find all this is coming from somewhere.
But shouldn't you all as lyricists and writers now start changing that? Because, I mean, if you go back to, you know, this has been coming, Sati's been around forever. It's changed. You can make a change.
Absolutely. I think, I do not buy the argument that, you know, Galis have been part of a tradition. A lot of things have been part of a tradition. I think this cultural argument is wrong. I have a problem. I think biggest eve teaser is the portrayal of Krishna as वो कपड़े लेके बैठ जाता है बंदा ऊपर. He is an eve teaser.
Was he celebrating sensuality?
No.
Sexuality, or was he?
Courtship. I think what Krishna did was courtship, which is very essential, and it is essential part of our culture. There is a difference between courtship and what is a sexual assault.
That's unfair. In every miniature painting, they are enjoying it.
No.
That's not
that is a portrayal by man. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have you are also victim of it, Sanjay.
Of course.
You have also internalized it. You are thinking that that's the truth. The truth, that is the reason it is so deeply, you know, affected us that we can't see beyond it. And I did a research, you know, in Srimad Bhagavad, there is no zikr of gopis. This gopis element has also come later into the description. The fact is that are they enjoying or are they suffering? Who decides? Somebody who paints who decides? Somebody who wasn't in a male-dominated society would have portrayed it in a certain way? Shouldn't we question our culture? I'm saying, yes, there will be a lot of people who are going to, after this statement, are going to catch me. But I'm saying, I'm ready for that. If there is something not right in our folk culture, they say in the folk culture, first of all these numbers you're talking about, item numbers or whatever, they've been called folk numbers. They are not folk numbers. The definition of folk is by the people, for the people. It is not by the people, it is not for the people. It is amusement numbers. Folk music always reflected the reality of those people, everyday reality. धान कैसे कूटते हैं, एक ननद से वो बात मन की कहना चाहती है, वो folk music में कहती थी वो. These are not folk music. कि मैं बदनाम हुई या मैं ये, no, these are not folk music. There could be something else, but they are not folk music. So we should not pass them as folk music. Even if they are folk music, we have to, if they are compromising women, we will throw that folk music out of the window. We don't need that folk music.
Who's going to do this throwing out, Shabana? Again, is it that the audiences must stop watching these films if they've been produced, or is it there needs to be some kind of self-regulation?
It definitely has to be self-regulation, but where does the self-regulation lead to? Because first you have to talk about it. My point is that many people who think they're making informed choices are not making informed choices. There was something that started that in me when I did a wrong thing and I was pulled up for it. I think society must pull, instead of dancing mindlessly to item numbers and say the beat is good, listen to the words. Listen to your active collaboration in that process and then decide whether you are going to dance the next time to it or not. That and the industry has to, the women in the industry, let's not just talk about item numbers. I am saying a girl who's 31 years old and she's a heroine, she's a leading lady, maybe she cannot influence the director in rewriting her entire part, but she can do something very simple as saying, I'm 31 years old, why am I not shown as a working girl? Why is it that if you look at Hindi mainstream cinema, you will think girls wear yellow chiffon sarees and dance in the Alps? That's all they do. The fact is that women in India work, whether it's in rural India, whether it's in urban India. Now, it's very simple for the heroine to say, please show me in a passing shot, in a dialogue, something as a working woman. What that will do is subliminally start changing the image of women, show women as working women. So when in a society where a boy is privileged over a girl because she's looked upon as a liability, क्योंकि इसकी तो शादी हो के ये तो चली जाएगी, बेटा जो है जब मैं बूढ़ा हो जाऊंगा तो will look after me. When that woman is shown as a working woman, then you know that she's not going to be a liability. It's a long, long, long haul, but let's start the process by talking about it.
Yeah, I think, we always felt that it's a one-way traffic. A lot of people said, we are only mirroring the society. I think it's time to realize that we are not only mirroring the society, you are also shaping the society. It's a two-way traffic. As much as you take from the society, society takes from you.
Yeah.
People emulate, people repeat the dialogues of the films, people wear the clothes, and also one thing has happened, the line between the hero and anti-hero are blurring. That's a very dangerous trend. I remember there was a documentary on Ashok Kumar, which you would know better about, but I just saw a documentary, a glimpse of it, in which there was a description about a film called Samrat, which he did. And I heard the government wrote to him and said that you played anti-hero. It's a very dangerous thing, and you should not do it because you are looked up to. See, nobody copied Ranjit when he raped someone. He was...
Nobody named their son
Ranjit. किसी का नाम रावण भी नहीं रखते आप. आज तक मैंने तो नहीं सुना अभी रावण के घर से आ रहा हूँ. You never hear that because you don't have... So it is very easy, but when the lines between the hero and anti-hero blurs, when you earlier had reserved that place for anti-hero and usko baad mein aap marte peette usko khatam kar dete. There was a way of dealing with it. Now we have to be careful of how our hero gets portrayed. The root anti-hero can't become cool. Crime can't become cool. We have to make sure that that's where we need to realize that you're affecting society as much as you're borrowing from the society. It's very important.
Shobhana, in a lot of these films, Dabangg, etc., I mean, I've just named that as one example. You have the hero who sort of, in general, eve-teasing a girl slaps him and ultimately falls in love, etc. Where it seems that it's normal to be eve-teased, that you slap the person back and instantly you're supposed to then fall in love. How do you change that mindset among the young?
ये ना का मतलब हाँ है. उसकी ना का मतलब हाँ है.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
This is ingrained in us. वो मना करेगी तो मना समझना वो तो करती है.
I think as much as in a transient society, I think we are very confused about who this new woman and who the new man is. When Amitabh Bachchan was the angry young man in the Salim Javed films and he took on the system, his morality was never wrong. कभी भी नहीं. आज के हीरो की मोरालिटी में ही गड़बड़ है. वो जो है वो लड़की को छेड़ता है, उसके साथ बदतमीजी करता है, वो उसके आर्म्स में गिर जाती है. We really are not giving a single thought to what it is that we are projecting, and we are all culpable, and we have to be part of of a systemic understanding that we are all culpable and we have to do something to make things better.
Before I open it up, Prashun, so is this happening? Are people beginning to debate this, where the film starts, which is at the lyrics and the script stage?
Yes.
Is there a discussion?
Yes, a lot of discussion. In fact, before we came here, me, Farhan, Rakesh Mehra, a lot of other filmmakers, we met actually, we discussed this. We are discussing it. It's not that. See, what we don't want, see, and I think nobody would want, is policing. You don't want some government body to sit on top of you and say, "Ye aap kar sakte hain nahi." Artists have to introspect, I think, and we artists by nature don't want to harm the society. They don't. You know, we are existing with the market reality. We need to, we need to introspect, and we are ready to introspect. A lot of people give this, "Dera hai, durust hai." Kahin to aankh khulti hai. The kind of system we are seeing today, probably earlier when woman was considered a possession, probably the society was brawn-led. Today, tell me what a woman can't do. A woman can do everything today. You know, we are remotes. We are controlled by remotes today. You know, you don't promote people कि बहुत तगड़ा आदमी है इसको boss बना दो. ऐसा तो नहीं है. वो दिन तो चले गए अब. So we need to understand that society has changed, and so should cinema. And I think we are ready to introspect. And I don't think, I've not met a single person in the cinema who said, नहीं, हम तो जैसे हैं वैसे ही करते रहेंगे.
Shabana, do you see hope that you're going to actually get scripts which are fantastic and we'll continue to see you in some brilliant movies? Is there hope?
No, there's always been a certain section that has made very good films. But I think in our understanding of the way we project men and women, it's very important to bring about a balance between the yin and the yang. So the man, our concept of the hero as being all masculine, should also have an underside that is feminine. And we must understand that both together make a human, make a lovely person. You know, this understanding needs. And when it comes to all of us, couple of us talking about it, the fact is, what happens when in the wake of this, suddenly a film that has been certified by the Central Board of Film Certification, that is the only body that is given the right to give that certificate, somebody gets up and says, "No, this is hurting our community and we are going to not allow you to show the film." It simply is not on. The state has to take responsibility of what use is your certificate if you cannot protect it. That is the problem.
I think that's a whole new discussion that we have to discuss in terms of the role of the state and whether we live in a weak state or what kind of state we live in, especially when it comes to artistic thought. I'm going to open it up to the audience. Given that, here's the rule. So given that I don't think the mics are going to be able to go because you all have broken every rule in the book and jammed the corridors, maybe what we can do is take a couple of questions together and get them to answer them. I'm going to start here first because it's closest to the mic. And maybe one on that area, Sirish, if there's a mic that can go to that young girl sitting out there in the pink. Stand up, stand up. Yeah, yeah, with the pink, with purple. So maybe, go for it and then we'll get her.
Yeah, so recently I have noticed this very alarming trend. I mean, a lot of youngsters here, they have started liking, watching, loving the movies of these so-called new age cinema directors, the cult directors like Anurag Kashyap, Divakar Banerjee, and there's a person, he makes Bengali films by name Kaushik Mukherjee. He calls himself Q. I don't know, pata nahi kyun. But he has made a movie called as, again I would say, G-A star D-U.
I know.
Yeah. So, and then recent film Gangs of Wasipur, you look at the hero, he's a womanizer, he's a cruel killer. And in the end, when he dies, there is a song being played, Jiya Ho Bihar Ke Lala. And I'm sure a lot of people would be having that ringtone here. And, you know,
come to the question because we, you know.
Yeah, no, what do you think? This is a very alarming trend. What do you think of, the youngsters watching these movies and they're making them super hits?
No, the young girl,
Same question.
the young girl, go ahead.
I really want to cheat and ask a question each, but I'm going to go with a question to Shabana, which is, you said something about, right towards the end, you said that women in the industry should, make a few inroads here and there and possibly ask their directors to show them as working women. And, and if they continue to do that, then that would lead to a change, because why should they not be shown as working women at the age of 31? My question is, doesn't that kind of give the impression that women who don't work outside of the house are somehow inferior? The point is, shouldn't they be shown as having a choice, regardless of what that choice is?
Absolutely.
Can you pass the mic to her, and Shabana, Prashant, go ahead.
There's no argument with that at all.
Absolutely. When you talk about shackles, when I say Janjeerein piglaye, mera matlab ye hai that if tomorrow you should not create another shackle for yourself. I'm seeing in an urban woman that if she does not work, she's feeling very conscious that I'm not working. Again, she's not making a choice.
Exactly.
Again, she's imprisoned by that. I think she should be able to make a choice that I want to have a child, I don't want to work.
Just pass the mic on to the girl with the glasses. Ritu, go ahead.
I think amidst all this, I think what I would do also, I want to ask you, Shabana, you talked about courtship. We shouldn't completely forget that there is a huge human romantic association between men and women, which due to the present debate we seem to have ignored altogether, because perhaps Bollywood is not making those kind of films. And this is not your aspirational film anymore. I don't think we should paint with a brush which says that has totally gone out of the window. I am sure there are areas and ways that we can continue with things like courtship, proper love, but create situations within the Bollywood scenario where that is encouraged.
Yes, of course, but it's about love, and it is about romance, and courtship is a very important need. But somebody asked me, in Hindi cinema, why is it that the expression of love starts at the navel of the girl, which she starts shaking, and then that becomes a song? Itni baat hai sirf.
Did you get the mic? Yeah, go ahead.
My question is for ma'am. Indian men in general are very comfortable using mother ... But when it comes to the word vagina, most people start taking out their phones and checking as if it's a crime to use the word vagina or breast. Why doesn't the cinema industry, because every second movie has a curse word, use more biological normal words like vagina, breast, or something like that? Thank you, ma'am.
That's actually to Prashant. Prashant should answer.
Yeah.
What?
The question.
Yeah, biology.
Why sexual? Why sexual?
In biology class they use, that.
No, in biology class, I study in a co-ed school, and boys would look around, they'll start blushing. The moment they leave the biology class, they'll say mother that and sister that and teri to ye or...
See, there are two parts of the language, One is the cultural part of it, when a word is a capsule of culture. It's not just a word. See, so if you use a word for one thing, there will be many words. But they are used, so that's why in Galis, you will not find biological terms. You'll find cultural terms. Because biology does not hurt. Cultural expressions do hurt. So that's why there is a difference, and it is by intent. So that is the reason I'm saying the intent is wrong there, and you have to stop them there.
Hi, very good evening to you. Vasumitra Bharadwaj, sir. I'm very much overwhelmed and inspired and impressed with the panel discussion you held here. My very simple question it is, sir. I being a youth, 22 years,
Really?
I same kind of girl.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So, sir, I feel, I would like to tell you in Hindi only, क्योंकि भावना निकल के आएगी जो एक youth की भावना होती है।
बोलिए।
कि हम लोग युवा होते हुए बचपन से जो देखते आते हैं टेलीविजन पे, टेलीविजन आज गांव-गांव में मौजूद है, फिल्म उस पे भी आती जाती है, धारावाहिक उस पे भी आते जाते हैं। क्यों नारी का सम्मान जो होता है उसको एक अच्छे स्तर पे प्रेजेंट किया जाए और उसकी जगह क्यों उसे बाजार पे चौराहे पे खड़े होने वाली वस्तु बना दिया गया हर जगह? क्यों हम उस नारी का सम्मान नहीं करते? उसे एक अच्छा लीडर, एक कोई भी फिल्म आती है तो उसमें आप उसे अच्छा पात्र दे सकते हैं, क्यों उसे एक जो स्त्री और पुरुष के अंतरंग संबंधों को अंतरंग ना रखते हुए हम उसे सार्वजनिक कर देते हैं?
चलिए, ओके,
और इससे सर बड़ा अच्छा हम लोगों को फायदा होगा, सीख मिलेगी कि हम आगे अच्छा अपने समाज का
I think everybody agrees with you there. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask I feel things would change if there were more women directors, more women
No,
screenwriters.
not at all. There is no such thing as an automatic thing. I feel things will change when writers, filmmakers, directors have the woman and the man balanced within them. What I am saying that why is it that television today, that is people largely by women, has not led to positive images of women in television? There is no such automatic thing. They have to be informed by the women's agenda, and that's the important thing that needs to be done.
Just give them the mic. We want to listen to some of the men. We'll come back to you. Thanks.
I would take it in a different direction. I've been living in US for last 10 years. I have never seen a single news in newspaper. I read newspaper every day about rape, about molestation, about these kind of issues.
A woman is raped every
let me complete.
six minutes in the US.
Let me complete. One of the reasons I literally I wanted to bring into notice is law. And I don't know why we never discuss about this.
Every 6 minutes a woman is raped in the US, or an assault has been made to her. These are public figures.
I'm saying I never read in the newspaper. It is never published. It's never projected, limelighted to the public.
What's the question?
So let me congratulate the media of this country to bringing it up front.
What's your question, sir?
My question is, why don't we have a society which is by law? Why we don't have some kind of law where we held them responsible for certain things, touching person, slapping someone. We really don't have any kind of law like this. You cannot even touch a child in US. And here, you can slap anyone, you can push anyone, you can... all of those things are very, very common. And we have never had, just in the case of rape.
Sir, thank you. There are laws. The problem is it's not implemented, and I don't think it's anything to do with the media reportage of it.
Hello. I just want to say that, I don't think girls respect themselves first. No.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You've got the mic, go for it.
When I am abused in my class, there is no girl in class who stand and say, no, we are supporting you. Every girl is sitting silent there. And when I revolt, they are saying that she is old-fashioned, she has values, or I just don't know why girls don't stand for themselves.
I see your pain, and I think there is a truth in it. I think probably girls are scared. I think they should feel more empowered to support you. I don't think they don't feel your pain. It's just that our society is created like that, the hierarchical society we are in, and this is the false morality which they are living in, or false modernity which they call it. I think, point taken.
I got that, but how women can get that confidence or power or self-respect for themselves? That's my question.
By talking like this.
By speaking out, absolutely. So, one last question, the gentleman, if you stand up to the sweater, right behind you. No, the other way, turn the other way. Yeah, thank you. And that's the last question, Sirish.
Sir, namaskar. प्रसून जी सर से मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि अभी आपने बताया कि माँ की बहुत जल्दी रहती है। सर, हमारा समाज इस तरीके का है कि जब पत्नी अपने पति को भी बुलाती है तो ये कहती है कि बेटा आपके पापा को बुलाओ, कभी अपने पति का नाम नहीं लेती। पत्नी भी जब अपने पति को बुलाती है या उनका परिचय करवाती है तो वो कहती है कि ये मेरे बच्चे के पिता हैं।
सवाल क्या है?
हमारे यहाँ जो संस्कृति रही है, जो कल्चर रहा है, वो माँ को हमने बहुत ऊंचा स्थान दिया है। इसलिए हमको जब स्त्री की पूर्णता मानी जाती है तो वो माँ की मानी जाती है। उसकी इंडिविजुअलिटी इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि उसको भगवान ने एक बहुत बड़ी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी है, एक नए व्यक्ति को संसार में लाने की। एक मिनट सर, प्लीज। दूसरी बात कि क्या सिर्फ पैसा कमाना ही, जैसे कि अभी शबाना जी ने कहा कि उसको वर्किंग वुमेन की तरह दिखाना चाहिए, कि वो पैसा कमाने से एक बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट काम करती है क्योंकि वो एक मनुष्य का निर्माण करती है, एक व्यक्ति का निर्माण करती है, बच्चों को पालती है। वो पैसा कमाने से बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है क्या?
नहीं, मैं आपके सवाल का जवाब दूं। आप जो कह रहे हैं कि वो बच्चे को, वो माँ को नाम से नहीं बुलाया जाता, ये भी एक तरह की कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। आप सुनिए,
एक चीज सर, मैं एक सेकंड, ये बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं, भगवान ने ऐसा कहा था, ये सही बात है, लेकिन अभी भगवान से मेरी परसों बात हुई, भगवान ने चेंज कर दिया है क्या?
On that very happy note,
I just want
no, this has to be answered.
देखिए, आपके सवाल का जवाब बहुत जरूरी है, इसलिए देखिए जो ये भी बहुत जल्दी में किया जाता है कि वो उसकी इंडिविजुअलिटी वहां भी मारने की कोशिश है कि ये पति उसको नाम से ना बुलाए और ये पत्नी को नाम से ना बुलाए, ये सुनो पप्पू के पापा, उसका नाम नहीं है क्या? और दूसरी बात, कई ऐसे समाज है जहां पर उसका नाम बदल दिया जाता है। मैंने कई समाजों में सुना है कि ये नया नाम दिया गया उसे, आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं? और तीसरी बात, उसकी सुहाग रात को पार्टिसिपेटिव स्पोर्ट बना दिया जाता है। उसका ये सारा इसलिए किया जाता है कि ये परिवार जिसे आप कहते हैं, ये बिल्कुल उसको पोजेशन माना जाता है। ये इसको थोड़ा आप समझिए, इसके पीछे बहुत कुछ है कि ये परिवार न टूट जाए। इसकी जो मेन धुरी है वो औरत है, और इसको अगर बना के रखा, इसको जल्दी से कंट्रोल कर ले जाता। मोमेंट शी बिकम्स एन इंडिविजुअल you're not trusting her. If you trust her, she loves children. I'm not against her having children. She should definitely have children. It's the most beautiful thing in the world to have a child. But if you only define her identity by that, I have a problem with that.
That is the main point. No, that's basically.
Thank you all very much. I think, you know, I'm sorry at the back, the mic will never get there, so I'm really sorry, guys. And we have to finish. We have to finish on time. No, I'm sorry. We're not taking any more questions. Thank you very much. Just to say that, the one way to bring about change is to start talking about it, which is both what Shabana and Prashun said. The young girl there, I think, made a very important point a little while ago. Many of you laughed, but I think it's very, very important to be able to speak out. If you start speaking out and standing up for what you think is right, that in itself is the beginning of change. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shabana. Thank you, Prashun. Thanks, Suresh.